ladies and gentlemen. Today we are going to talk about some different strategies we can use to solve multiplication problems. So let's go ahead and take a look at the problem we're going to look at today, which is Gilberto made 4 small pizzas for his party. Each pizza had 5 slices of tomato. How many slices of tomato did Gilberto use to make 4 small pizzas? So we're going to look at 3 different strategies today to solve this problem. So the first strategy is equal groups. So we're going to talk about equal groups first. So this strategy is where we take and we make equal groups to solve the problem. So first off, in the problem, it says that Gilberto made 4 small pizzas for his party, and that each had 5 slices of tomatoes. So we're going to start off with 4 groups to represent the 4 pizzas, and in each group we're going to put 5 in. So that's what we're doing here. All right. So you see each of those little red triangles represents our tomatoes. So each of these groups, each of these 4 groups have 5 tomatoes on them. Each of the 4 pizzas have 5 tomatoes on them. So this is representing 4 times 5 equals 20, which means 4 groups of 5 equals 20. So that's equal groups. The next strategy we're going to talk about is kind of a 2-for-1 special here. It's repeated addition, and I'm going to show you what I mean by 2-for-1 here in a minute. So repeated addition is just what it sounds like. So we've talked about addition, and so we're just repeating addition. We're adding the same number over and over and over. So we have, because the problem is 4 times 5, we're adding 4 to itself 5 times. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then add all those together, it equals 20. Now the second, the reason I call this the 2-for-1 special here is because you also could use a number line to represent repeated addition. So on this number line here, each one of those little humps represents one of our groups. If you think about the equal groups, so however many humps, as you skip count by 4s, however many humps you end up with, that is 5. So you can add 5 plus 5 plus 5. So that's another way of doing repeated addition. So that's showing 4 times 5 equals 20. And then we have our last strategy, which is arrays. And so this is an array, and this is showing 4 rows of 5 columns, and that equals 20 total. So what's important about arrays is that you need to remember that each row is going side to side. Alright, so everything that's going side to side, that's a row. And everything that's going up and down, that is a column. And we multiply our rows by our columns. So we multiplied our 4 rows by our 5 columns to get 20 total dots in this array. Alright. So those are the 3 multiplication strategies that I want to go over with you today. And we'll talk soon.